I made these notes long time ago on this board, and I've been saying to myself, I'll make a video, then I'll rub it out. We used to do stuff like this, read content, pick up all the important points, and then present it, of course, with much preparation. I had a job once as a training officer, a bunch of us training officers, of course, part of a larger group within the learning and development unit of this huge company, international company. Our job was to deliver content like call center support and various other related topics. Sometimes the audience would be the staff of the company worldwide. Sometimes it would be associates, 12, 14 people. And we'd be in class no more than 15 days on an average in class. That was the policy. I think after 15 days in a classroom, even though if it is staggered within the month, I think you'd experience some sort of fatigue, this area. And so this was a policy that I thought was extremely humane. And so these notes, they're about this guy, Friedrich Nietzsche. He's such a potent guy. In fact, he'd say that himself, I'm no man, I'm dynamite. It's hard to say that he's coming from a place of, valiance or gallantry. He says, he's like the sun. He wants to donate his energy. The sun, which is a vital resource for every living thing on this planet, maybe non-living things too. So he wants to be like the sun. He doesn't care about gratitude. He thinks that he has to deliver this message. So in this book, there are two main messages. One is the Overman, how to become Superman. And the other is eternal recurrence, which is to say that the moment is all that matters. This moment, right now, is all that matters. So there are these two heavy, beautiful topics. I made some notes. For example, I said, the step beyond or the not beyond. Yeah, all sorts of little things. I want to pick at it and, tell the story. It's been a few seasons that it's been on the board. And so I think I should record whatever I can, whatever my head allows me today. Nietzsche tells this great story, of course I'll paraphrase, reinvent it just a little bit, where he talks of this shepherd. The shepherd is tending to his sheep. He's near the valley by the river, and it's a hot day, so he takes a little rest. He falls asleep. He's got his mouth open, and there's this black serpent crawls into his mouth, into his throat, and grabs him. The shepherd is awakened. He sees this big black thing hanging out of his mouth. He doesn't know whether this is a dream, a nightmare, or is it real? And there is Nietzsche. He's on the other side, which means he's within the frame of this scene. And he says, bite its head off. And so the shepherd, he hears this, he bites it, not working. Finally, bite harder. And so he does, and he bites the head off. And he spews all this black, gut poison. Out, he grabs the head of the snake, tail, throws it in two directions. Both Nietzsche and him know that he's successfully done it. And so he sees this man transforming into the Overman, which is the success of getting the snake out from his body. He was able to spew out his bile, and then he does this laughter. It's a freeing laughter. You can imagine it. This extreme exhalation, laughter, almost a state of enlightenment, clarity. This is what it is, a freeing laugh, transforming into the new. Part of the story of how you can become the Overman. But of course, this is only a moment in time. At that authentic moment in your life. In this case, you being the Superman. But of course, you cannot be there. You can only become. And so, as soon as you peak, you descend and then try to get back there again and again and again. So there's many takeaways within the story that I've read. One is, of course, that we live our lives asleep with our mouths open. And so there's all this external energy, force, whatever you want to call it, that creeps in, takes over your body, your mind. And so the story is about human development, personhood, the individual that you can be.